continued with us, but they went out that they might be made manifest. You might not be able to know the difference until the time of the harvest. You see, we are all growing. We are all growing. We can have setbacks. We can have distractions. We can, we still don't. It was the reapers who introduced Ruth to Boaz. Right? The reason Ruth and Boaz said, make sure you stay with them. Right? Stay with them. I'm going to respect their testimony of you. The harvest. These are the highlights of the parable. The Son of Man, the sons of the kingdom, right? The enemy, the reapers, and the harvest. The harvest says is the end of the age. That is the age in which the gospel of the kingdom is being preached. And because of the preaching of the gospel, people who receive the gospel, they are becoming what? The offsprings of the kingdom. That is representative of the dispensation of the gospel, which is where we are. Harvest represent the time when all that you watch, what you give, because there are a lot of people today, they are shaped by social media. Right? Many are shaped by their culture, by their tradition. Some even by church tradition. We had called the harlot. So the harvest is the maturing and the reaping of everything which has been sown in man, both good and evil. That's what God wants to separate. That's what his servants saw. The seed sprouted and they also saw the tears. Right? And said, so the servants, and they said, at this stage, let them grow together. What's the message? What is the Lord allowing to journey with you right now in terms of attitude, in terms of relationships, in terms of pursuits? That's not supposed to be there. That is not supposed to be there. But he's saying, at this moment, let them grow together. Right? Let them grow together, because yanking it off now might become injurious. But you know it doesn't belong. And the way to deal with that is keep being wheat. Keep being wheat. Because you can be inflamed. In fact, there was a time the mango tree here was contaminated. There were 2 trees in one. And the mango fruit was not edible. Right? It wasn't edible. If you look at it, there's another tree that joined it. I don't know whether, I don't even know eventually what we did to that tree there. The one at the very center there. You had 2 kinds of, it's a Mongol, it's a kind of, it's a schizo. Of let them grow together. So there might be some attitudes, some personalities that we just overlook in the community. It's a time of let them grow together. Talking in human terms, there is a time for you to make amends. So the season of the blade will not last forever. Because it didn't say let them grow together forever. Until when it's time for the harvest, like I said last week, I don't know when that madness will come upon me. Right? And I'll pick that person out. Time up. Right? Time up. This is the time to kick you out of here. Yeah. I don't determine that. But there will be a time when somebody might come in here and look at that person and say, this is the model. Right? Because the way the Bible describes it is that they bring offense as they practice lawlessness. The word bring offense, that they cause many to stumble. So the problem of the tares will not be fully addressed until the harvest. But you don't want the tares to get to harvest in your own life. Because that's done in this story. If I have told you something and you continue to do something opposite and I look away, right? It's not because I've accepted it. So that's something you are doing and there is caution. And you know within your heart of heart that this is not the way. That's why I use these scriptures here. The Lord is not slack suffering towards us, not willing that anyone should perish to do evil. Though a sinner does evil 100 times and his days are prolonged, yet I surely know that it will be well with those who fear God, who fear before him. But it will not be well with the wicked, nor will he prolong his days, which are a shadow, because he does not fear before God. Let them grow together. Who is Jesus? That's his word in a human form. That's the model human. Those who are his knows him. Let everyone who named him of Christ do what? That's the standard. Depart from this guy. Right? He will sign your death certificate. We build a language around it. And sometimes when you even go say, dare you call me tea, I beg. Light judges. It's easier for the guy that's down to pull the guy up down. It's more difficult. You have to understand there is a presence of the son of the wicked in the kingdom of offense. That is, persons by whom others are drawn into error or sin. Yeah, right in this church. Why are you now harassing me? But you said people can sin. Can you imagine? It's the standard I was sharing with them. This was Jesus. He always knows what he will do. Right? That's not to intimidate. High standards for yourself. Not that everybody is sinning, so everybody, you know. Okay, there's no Bible. It is not right. Let him hear. Again, to drive home, we really have something to connect with. You see, church has become so weak. And we have nothing in common. So submit yourself, to the lens of God, to the light of God, to let you see. Because we abhor, we fight. It's sin, it's immorality. I don't care if we are the only one that preach it. Because that's the faith. I'm not forced into this sin. Some are departing from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of demons. They have their hearts, seared like hot iron. We don't want to be that. Right? We want to be those, the Bible says, blessed are those who hunger and they thirst for righteousness. We want to be filled with the knowledge of God. How is that going to happen? You watch out for one another. Do you make people comfortable in their error? Are they comfortable around you when you know they are in error? That's why he said, don't be a partaker of other men's sins. And he told me, lay hands suddenly on no man so that I won't be a partaker of other men's sins. See, if I deal with you, it's not you, it's the error. So let's fight the error together. Right? So if I'm throwing jabs at the error and you are feeling pain, it means you are cooperating with the error. Let's punch the error together. Right? Let's identify the tear and deal with it. But when you begin to say they're judging me and this and this and this, and then you become arrogant and it won't work here. Because I'm not looking for number. Right? I'm not looking for bodies in the room. I'm looking for disciples of us. And the standard is high. I told Charles after the service, I've never heard anybody describe what I expect of people the way you did. So what that guy expects of people is, it can only be delivered by God. And if you think that's impossible, then you don't believe that God dwells in you. What I want from you can only be delivered by God. And He won't tempt you above that which you are able. So as you live here tonight, 2 nations are hitting the streets. Right? Wherever you go tomorrow, 2 nations, but which one will triumph? Which one will? Let's bow our heads and just reflect tonight. About 5 minutes before we go. Are you still in the faith? Are you still in the faith? Has compromise become has it become a pastime? What are the challenges of the faith? Like Paul says, examine yourself whether you are still in the faith. Please don't continue. Don't continue if you know that no, I'm just being nominal. I'm just a Christian by name. I'm not growing in knowledge. I'm not growing in understanding. It's just hocus pocus. It's just some things that need to be done and say the right things. You are not living in the reality of this faith. Please, I beg you. You are not forced into this. It's by choice. And if this is the way we've chosen, if this is the life that we have chosen, let's live it. Let's live it. There's something I told us here on Sunday when we saw that movie about Nigeria. If we can't keep a sane community, we have no moral right to criticize anything in society. Because the authentic church, society can only become what the church has already become. Can we take it upon ourselves that in our own community, we want to have a plateau state, a Jos, a middle belt in Nigeria that works? We will be responsible. We will have high moral standard. We will be good stewards of our resources. We will pursue excellence. Excellence in character, excellence in thought, excellence in expression. And I'll pray for yourself particularly. I don't want to be classified as those who offend and those who practice lawlessness. I don't want anyone to stumble as a result of my lifestyle or what I communicate. I want to be a joint that supplies good, that supplies the godly. Make up your mind. Paul said, withdraw from every brother, sister that walks disorderly. That's the standard. So that brother or that sister can learn. What area of your life is he talking to you? Where is the tear? What's growing together? Are you tracking? Are you tracking? Do you know when you arrive at the time of the harvest in that particular instance? Where there must be a separation. So that you can say like Paul, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I thought as a child. I understood as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. reflect. The Spirit is speaking clearly without any form of ambiguity. Some will depart. Many are departing from the faith. When the challenges of life comes, what kicks in? What answers? Is it your faith? Before we go tonight, spare a thought for a brother, for a sister. And as you spare that thought, if God is revealing that person to you, maybe you need to have a chat. Maybe you need to send a text. Maybe you need to give a phone call. Maybe you need to apologize to him that I think I've been responsible for the way you're comfortable in your error. But I don't want to let that, the time of growing together is past. This is harvest time for this particular issue. Lord, thank you. Inscribe these words on our hearts, oh God. Let it instruct us. Let it inspire us. Let it become the source of our motivation. Let these words, Lord, explain our situations and circumstances to us. All we want, like Paul, is, oh God, is that we might know you. Might walk with you. Experience the power of your resurrection. We want to fellowship with your suffering. We want to apprehend the reason why you apprehended us. That, Lord, we all in this house, Lord, with open face, with high degree of sincerity, Lord, we keep our gaze on you. And all of us, without an exception, I say like Moses, not a hoof will be left behind. We are all transformed, O God, into your very image. That the world might know, might see Christ, might see Jesus walk our streets again. Might see the influence of heaven upon our lives and desire to have what we are, what we have. Lord, we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Friday. Any questions before we go? Any questions? Any comments? Any clarification needed? What we've had tonight? I thought someone was going to ask, just let them grow together. Is it 6 months? 4 months or 3 months? Any questions? Tunji, you want to ask a question? Yeah, go ahead.
The tears that we live in our lives to grow alongside with the weeds. There are times these tears might choke the weeds. There are times if I allow
the tears, you can only see the difference at harvest, maturity. So the day you know that's a tear is because it's mature.